Hello once again, Dave Knight here at Knight Capital Management. I want to thank you for your attention. Obviously, I like to thank you for also watching my videos and for your patronage as well. Thank you so much. We're going to take a look today on the ES market, or the eMini S&P. It's from November 9th, 2009, and it was during our trading week. This is one of the trades that we actually did catch in the room. We had some really nice trading this week, and we look forward to seeing you in the room at your earliest convenience. We are simplifying methods out there for our new traders, and as we get into the holiday season, obviously with Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays coming up here, ask me by email about my special. You can come up here into the contact us button, and you send me an email here at support@knightcapitalmanagement.com, and we can set up an appointment, or we can talk via email, whichever's more convenient for me. You can call me through Skype, and there is my office number up above right here. You can call me as well. So you look down below, you see some of the places that I update and put things on, and right now you're either watching this on YouTube or probably my blogger, or maybe you're watching it through a Google link that you might have clicked on. So I appreciate you taking the time. One of the neat things I've got available to you is my blog. It's got a year, I guess almost it actually does have a year and a half worth of information out there now for you. If you press that free trading tips, it's going to come out to, you can take a look at this. This has got some really good information out throughout all of this year, all of last year. Go through the archives. You can actually watch me develop as a trader. The trade that we're going to talk about, I would like to say one word though. My thoughts and prayers go out to the soldiers, the family and friends of Fort Hood, and those that have lost loved ones or know someone. It's a tragedy, something that shouldn't happen on American soil, especially at one of our Army bases. So my thoughts and prayers go out to you guys and those that are in the armed services. Thank you for your service. So let's get back to the trade. This is Monday. Here we are, eMini, 650 on 2 contracts. Now if you multiply that by 10, by 20, now you can kind of figure out what kind of leverage you can get in this market. We talk about taking one half off at profit target, the other half off at its ultimate profit goal. Now, this trading today on November 9th, we were looking at 10.90 and a quarter, and we had an exit at 10.87 and a quarter on the second contracts, and some got out around 10.84 and a quarter, if I remember correctly. So we were able to carry this trade at here. It was either for some people it's a $500 trade. For others, they're able to capture $650 or extra $150 by following along this green line, occasionally moving their stops as the market was rolling up here. It did eventually, at the end of the day, reach the 10.90 and a quarter. By the way, this little black bar coming down on the trade itself was unfortunate, but it stopped us from hitting that upper high. But we only lost out $150 on our total goal. Now, once again, we were looking at this top here, this top blue line, as our upper average daily range, and that's obviously proprietary information with my ranges here. And we got the 50 bar MA containing this trade on the 15-minute bars. Down below you see your 200 bar MA, and this is containing a nice upward swing. As we closing out this week, it looks like we've reached back well over, and it looks to be closing. Looks like a really nice solid week in the markets this week, and all led off here with this gap open on Monday morning. So let's take a quick look at this and look at the setups here, and take a further look at this on our Trade Navigator platform. So here's Trade Navigator here, Genesis Trade Navigator, which is a partner of mine, and my trading partner here that supplies all my charts and so forth. But as you can see, the market opened at 10.74 and 3/4 on Monday morning from Friday to Monday, and this is the ES1 contract here, which means that we don't include the overnights. This particular chart just shows the 9:30 start opening of the New York markets Eastern time, or the New York time starts, and closing on the future market closes at 4:15. So let's go ahead and roll ahead 15 minutes so we can take a look at our entry point. So here we are in our first 15 minutes. You can see a nice solid green bar up. The gap is strongly held above what happens to be the resistance line here, or what we would call the high of the prior day. Look down here below, you can see the volume was very well. You can take a look So as you can see, the volume looks really well. We got up here, we've got the resistance line, close above this resistance line. We have a nice upward movement, and we want to get ourselves into this. So let's go ahead and let me put my entry point into the market now. So we opened up the market at 1076 3/4, and our entry point would either be at 1077 1/4 or 1077 1/2, either 2 or 3 ticks above the open bar. Now we want the market to come to us. So one of the strategies that I teach in the room is letting the market come to us, because you want to come into a market that's in strength. Obviously you see the strength of the upward movement from Friday to Monday right now in volume, but we also want to see strength in our entry point and also as it moves forward as well. So let me go ahead and put in our initial target and our initial stop loss here. So one of the tricks that we talk about is the ADR. We also use a calculation to help us determine where we want to put our stop in the market and where we want to put our initial target. Now our ADR stop and ADR first target, in this case, this is not always the case, but it's a 2-point stop with a 3-point target, and we take an ADR calculation. I got to get in the room to find out the magic and the secret behind a lot of the tricks that I use. But the 1077 1/4 is our entry point, and we got 3 points up ahead, and obviously you know that I was looking at 1090 1/4 as my second area to take off the other remaining part of our contracts. A lot of questions that come out in the classroom is, how do I pick where I want to have my initial target, and where do I want to have, here's your initial target, and where do I want to put my secondary target, or the target that's going to make a run for a target. And usually it's a calculation that comes off of the upper average daily range, and we want to usually take our profits off in front of us running the upper average daily range. So we expect that the market has the potential to run up through our in this case the 1093 mark, and if that's our upper target for the day, then my idea and the way I like to trade it is to be able to get out in front of this before it reaches there. And we're going to look at a strategy that we used as well to get along this green line here in a little bit. Let me go ahead and fast forward through. We already hit our initial target here. Now the time of the trade obviously was at 9:45, or 15 minutes after 9:30. 9:30 plus 15 minutes is 9:45, and this exit point was before 10:15 a.m. We're 30 minutes later inside the trade. We're already out. We're in profit now. We have our second contract up here at break even. We've got our first contract off, and we have $150 in our pocket, and our second one is a free trade, and we're looking to see how far we can run this. So let me go ahead and fast forward another 15 minutes for you. Okay, so we fast forwarded to roughly 30 minutes right now. We're sitting at 10:45, and we can see our green line, and the question always comes in is, when do you get a hold of this green line? When is it a good time to get a hold of the green line and move? Right now you can see our green line is 2 points below our break-even stop. So is it a good time to get on top of this green line? And I would argue no. You want to wait for the green line to catch your break-even stop, and ideally you want to see a breakout to the upside before you move any further from your break-even stop up to other areas. So let's go ahead and move and fast forward this. So now we're 30 minutes later into the trade, and now you can see 30 minutes later that our break-even green stop says 1076. Now one of the words of caution is putting your stop sometimes at even numbers is not really a smart idea. In this case we want to probably keep it at 1075 3/4, 1075 1/2. So we're trailing our stop. Obviously we're in profit on that second contract now. We're at break even, and we're looking to move along this green line as we go forward. And we also obviously don't want to get too close to the market in case it comes down a little bit and then makes a move and runs up. Now 30 minutes later you can see that we warrants a stop around 1078 3/4. Now with our 1077 1/4 area here, now you can see that we can go ahead and move, I probably mistaked 30 minutes ago, but regardless, our break-even stop is at 1077 1/4, looking at 1077 1/2. Now you can move your stop to 1078 3/4. So now we're moving along the green line, and we're trying not to get too close to the market. You can see our initial target 1080 1/4 is right through here. So let's see how this all works out. Since we're running out of time, you can see how the green line contained this entry point through. We finally moved through the 1087 1/4, and that was our one of our stop targets in the trade itself. I've run out of time. This is Dave Knight here at Knight Capital Management. Wish you the best in your trading. Come take a look at